Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. Today is Tuesday, April 18th. It's great to be coming to you. I'm excited to talk about the topic today, which is some audiobook narration tips, specifically around, sounding more with personality, because remember, your narration, the narrator, is a character, and I think this is often overlooked from voice actors, especially newer voice actors, when narrating. Okay, all right, so real quick before we get into that, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, don't wait to check out A VO's Journey Elite Academy. We've got a link below. We've got 50% off the first month for you to come and give us a shot. We'd love to have you, whether you're starting or growing your voiceover business. You're looking for great, of course, I'm biased, but an incredible community, as well as some amazing coaches for weekly classes to help you out. It would be wonderful to have you. So give us a shot. That link's below. All right, so let's dive into this topic. And it's one that I love a lot because, I love acting. It's something I've done my whole life. I've gone to school for it. And, I taught acting for years and years. So it really is close to my heart. And today I want to give you some primarily, I think, one really major acting tip, and I want to, share this with you. This can go for anything that you're doing in voice acting, but I'm going to talk about it in the, I think, the umbrella of, sorry, my dog, the umbrella of audiobook narration. Okay. So basically, when you are narrating an audiobook, when we are performing as the storyteller, the narrator themselves. All right, there is the narrator, and then there is going to be characters in the book. Oftentimes, I feel like we overlook the narrator as a character, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. All right, whether it's first person or third person. I mean, something in first person, that's easy to be like, well, clearly they're a character, right? But even then, we still can, I think, glaze over the fact that the narrator needs some sort of personality. Now, of course, some books are going to call for more personality than others, but I want to, kind of give this recognition of importance to you about the narrator themselves, and how you need to focus your efforts on bringing a personality to that character, that delivery. What you'll find is when you're telling the story and you're focusing on telling it from your character's perspective, okay, it's going to transform the entire feel of the story in the book, and it's going to transform how you feel about narrating it. I see this a lot when I work with voice actors. Usually the narration is very well done. I mean, it's spoken very clearly. We understand it. Oftentimes pitch variation is the mode of expression that is used in these narrations to bring about expression, and interest from the listener, okay, that we think as a narrator we should do. But I find that that's where it kind of stops, right? For most beginners, is that pitch variation. And what you'll notice is most times when we're speaking from a place of confidence and even telling a story, there are moments, there are parts of the story that call for an over-exaggeration of expression. But there are many parts of the story that don't call for that are just relaying information. And through that information, right, the personality of the storyteller is revealed, and their thoughts about that specific information. So, for example, if you start out chapter 1 and everything in chapter, the beginning of chapter 1, and we're talking about, in this particular story, right, that's the maybe the exposition. okay, of the story, just setting the stage, giving general information. If you're telling the story with incredible modes of expression, specifically pitch and massive pauses and all these things, then that can be problematic because A, where do you go for the rest of the story? And B, it can get very exhausting to listen to, and it sounds as if you're just saying words as expressively as you can, as opposed to telling us a story from a character's perspective, even if it's third person. And these are my opinions as an as one singular acting coach. But my opinions is that it always is a character. Okay, it's always a character, and our job as performers is to bring that to life in whatever way we can, as opposed to just saying words and trying to express an interesting sound to listen to, right? So that's something that I want to share with you today, is to think about that when you go to narrate. Can you add something to this narration that brings a unique personality to it? And it could be, maybe this whole character, the feel of this is going to be, very monotone or very laid back, or maybe it's going to be more of a restrained, we're building tension through expectation, right? Through more of a psychological energy. Okay. What is it that you're trying to bring to the narration other than just saying words? So, subtext. What is the subtext of your narration? And you as the actor, and in 9 times out of 10 these days as the director, you have to decide that, and you've got to bring it yourself. But by doing that, you will open up a whole new world of performance and ability that you have, simply by, like, you could even, so here's an example, even by adding a simple adjective or 2 or 3 descriptive words, okay, to a paragraph or 3 paragraphs or a chapter, something to the narration, like you were saying, this is going to be, I'm interested, I'm cautious, but I'm focused. So now that I'm thinking about this, right, I'm going to be like, I'm interested, I'm cautious, but I'm focused. You can already see the way I start talking changes because those words in my mind start to bring out of me deliveries that is not coming if I'm just reading words thinking, okay, how do I make this sound interesting? Does that make sense? It's so incredible because a lot of times you'll hear people, people say, find your voice. And I've always kind of been against that idea or the saying, because finding, to me, I found my voice. It's right here. I have my voice. But on the other side of it, maybe it could be, find a voice or create a voice or add a couple of these descriptive words and let a voice come out. Do you know what I'm saying? And don't fight that. Now, does that still mean that you don't need, does that mean that you don't need practice? No, of course you need practice. It means you still need to work on your craft. I mean, actors work on their craft forever. This is a thing that you will work on this until the day you stop doing voiceover. Okay, because we as individuals, human beings, we never change. We never stop changing. Right? We are going to continue to grow. Our lives change. So we are going to continue to work on those sensitivities. So I hope that this helps and this kind of opened your eyes. And the big, hopefully, takeaway from this tip today is that your narrator, the narration, is a character. Now, some characters might be more lively than others. Some might have, depending on the book and the story, might have different opinions, but it's a character. There's got to be some sort of personality, some subtext brought to the narration, or the narration is just going to be blah. Okay, it's just going to be, again, you regurgitating words off a page that no one's really going to be interested in listening to, because we're interested in listening to stories told by interesting individuals. Our job is to create the interesting individual that's telling the story. That's acting. All right? That's acting. All right, I hope this helps. Thank you guys so much again for stopping by, watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy. Again, we'd love to have you. And, we talk about things like this and so much more to help you with your business. So you have a wonderful Tuesday. I will talk to you all soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.